Hello, my name is Ken, and this is my Dodge 2013 Grand Cherokee Limited. About 3 weeks ago, we started having problems with the backup camera. It was just intermittently displaying black, but it still had the words, check your entire surroundings. So I did, there are typically three common causes of that. It could be a blown fuse if you don't have any video at all. In this case, we did have video intermittently, so sometimes it would come on, sometimes it wouldn't. It didn't matter what time of the day. And again, it just started to happen within the past 3 weeks. It could be a wire, maybe an animal had gotten into the wire, or it could be a bad backup camera. So what I decided to do is I would check the fuse to make sure the fuse was not loose in the compartment and it was fine. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to look and see what the price is to replace a camera. And I decided I was able to find a camera. There's various cameras. You could go with OEM, which could be over $400, or you could find something on Amazon for $80 or $90. And I decided to go the Amazon route. And in the end, the camera quality is very good. But to take on the removal of the camera, you have to remove this back molding piece. And I found it to be very easy to use these tools that you can get on Amazon, but these are plastic tools so that you don't damage the metal or chip any of the paint, which could then lead to rusting. The key thing is I started over here and gently pried down. There are several locations that you just pop the inserts down. I don't know if you'll be able to see these inserts, but these are the inserts that I'm referring to. And you just take your time and work your way all the way around, and it will pop down. Now, with the 2013 model, there are also 3 clips up here that you can't see that are metal clips. And so when you have this engaged and hanging down, you have to pry this down just gently and get up in here and push these 3 clips in order to release this forward. And then I disconnected the 2 light assemblies here, very easy. On the 2013 Grand Cherokee, there are just 4 bolts to gain access to this assembly here. To remove this assembly, they're readily accessible once you remove this cover. It's pretty intuitive to see the 4 locations where they're at. And I chose not to remove there are quick connects on this side. I chose to leave this connected to the mother assembly here and draped it down. I did put some cardboard here to try to protect this, and then proceeded to remove the camera and install the new camera. Something I would recommend is, before unscrewing the 2 screws for the camera net assembly, I just temporarily plugged in the new camera. It did 2 things. It made sure that the new camera was working, and that in fact it was a bad camera and there wasn't a bad wiring harness someplace else. I then put the bolts back in, the 4 bolts, and I proceeded to test all of the lights. Because once you take that off, you want to make sure that all of your lights in your wiper assembly is still working, including the lights for your license plate. And then I drove it for a week, and my wife drove it for a week without this assembly on, just to make sure that in fact it was the camera. And we haven't had any issues. And so what I'm going to do right after I finish this video, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to reassemble everything again, check the lights, and then hopefully we'll be good. So I hope that this was of some use to you. You can certainly reach out to me if you have any questions. And thank you. And it is, you know, it probably took me maybe 30 minutes to take this assembly off. And then the replacement of the camera, I mean, that's pretty easy. I mean, you want to make sure when you go to take apart the assembly for the camera that there is a red clip, and you want to slide that red clip away from you and then pinch down to remove the camera and snap fit the other camera in. Again, the whole thing probably took me about an hour, and some of that was just working through the logistics and trying to get this out. So hopefully you found that helpful. So thank you very much, and take care now. Bye-bye.